chink. Flee everything when you're in bugs, roaches, cockroaches. Devastated place.
When I tell them say I don't know nothing about that, them box me in my face. I have the handcuff on me and when I put one hand over the ears, I get a box in the next ears. So I have to tell them, say, you wait. You know, I've got to just kill me now. You know.
Me got jail and prison for one of the most disgraceful crime where you can ever exist, you know. Because when you take off of the road for rape, you know, it's a deplorable crime, you know. And worse, you know, say you never do it. You see me I deal with. And so, when a police come for you, the bullpen and carry up, it might drop a man in your waist, rape a boy, eh? To the judge, I go dash your way for how much years, and we fling with the key. The brutalization where they might do from the past. It can never end. You see me? It'll tarnish your future, go straight ahead. And each time you glance and look back upon it. Sometimes, you know, I just sit down in a corner more time. Sometimes, drop like tears out of my eye. The system set up to spoil you. You see me? Get germs, get disease. You see me I deal with it. Because I threw Lindsay J, I pick up fungus in my eye. And from that, my eye them never return. I go through all of the optician them in the country. And for that, my eye them never return. Because pick up some form of germs, like it might touch a wall, scratch your eye, and a germs that. That's how the institution them set up. Nasty. Just a thing for bring you down, not a thing for uplift you. What may I tell you, Lindsay jail is not really a jail where I really want to spend not even a day to the way the prisoner them behave, to the dirtiness of the prison, of the jail, and the police, them and them, again, if them feel enough to fly for the whole day, you're turning at that for the whole day. And there's no bathroom system inside of your cell. So anything else, any waste that come out of your body, it have to stay inside there so with you. You might fly up to the bathroom like say, them want all 15 hours for beard in space of 20 minutes time. You see me, so you know what kind of beard that you'll get. Because the water run upon you, run out. Because there's 15 man in one cell and then for come out with a beard. And them want to give a boy 20-25 minutes. It's not pretty. Bagwalk jail, Lindsay jail, that's where you start to face real jail. Overcrowded, 9-10 man to a cell, 15-16 man to a cell. And when you reach Spanish Town, it's a different kettle of fish. 20-25 man to a cell. You see me? You're dirty. You have to be careful the way you put your hand, your foot. Afachi. Yeah, tell about Afachi. Afachi, boy. Chink. Flee everything when you're in bugs. Roaches. Cockroaches. Devastated place. No fit for no form of human consumption. No time at all. If you're a man born and grow in a clean place and if you have a meal there for digest, you have to smoke enough ganja, enough cigarette. Something have to do for circle the food at all time. It's going to come right up.
What if you ask them to go doctor?
Well, it have to be a worst case scenario. You see me? The man have to definitely see boy I hear me. Why go on? That man is blind. Him can't say. See? The man stretch out stiff tone upon the ground and I'm dead. If not that, you will not go able to see no doctor. If you not get this one, that none of the play.
Many of our clients would tell us that, I've been arrested for this thing, I'm in the lockup, I prefer to go to the prison. Because when I'm in the lockup, I'm locked down, literally. Now in the prison, it's a complete different system. In the prison, they have opportunity for you to play football. They have opportunity for you to go and buy things because they have a shop in the prison. So therefore, it's almost as if it's better to be convicted than to be awaiting trial. And we're very concerned about that because some of the pre-trial detainees, as the persons in lockup, they feel compelled to go to the prison. So that means if I know my trial is going to take 3 years and I'm really innocent, and I think that if I plead guilty, I'll get 2, might as well plead guilty and get 2. And that can never be the way we deal with the justice system. Can't be the way. And can't be the solution to crime. Because we're creating enemies of the very persons who are supposed to be the best partners in fighting crime.
The system, the government system really tarnish me them type of way and set the road for me, because the road when them pay for me right now, it's not really easy for walk on. And think for the youth, all of the ghetto youths, and the poorer class of youths in the rural area. We are facing and I go through the hands of the government. Right now, when Jamaica, whenever boy pick the band in Jamaica, so you see the system set up, how them design this system right now. Whenever boy pick the band in Jamaica, expect to have some form of dealings with the police, because if you're not born up a Cherry Garden or Beverly Hills, and you're born down in the ghetto, and you're boy pick, expect the visit to the jail or to the prison, because your son, your daughter might escape it. But your son not going to escape it.
We go through hell with them for children. But if I was the kind of person, is police coming in and search me out and tell me to come out of my room, make them, I say, my house with my son in there, tell me to come out. And you search me house when I pick me in there. Like if I was the type of person, I kill my pick me them, I kill them. I kill my youth them, I tell you. Kill my pick me them. One set of police for them does. I have enough of them. I have enough of them. I tell them I have enough of them. But I'd rather do the time for them. I don't know if them can beat me. I tell them I do the time. Yeah, I do the time. About 4:30, 5 in the morning, me hear bam, 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 bam from my grill. And when I look, it's pure blue suit I see in my yard. And I ask them what they want, and I tell me, so I'm pull the grill. I said, no, I'm not pull my grill. As a matter of fact, when you get inside my yard car, I get locked when you get in my yard. Them show me, so them cut off my padlock, yeah. Them cut off my padlock off of my gate, see there? Cut off my padlock off of my gate.
No search warrant?
No search warrant. Them just cut off my padlock off of my gate and them there my grill. And I tell them to pull the grill. Some said, no, I'm not pull my grill. And one time I said, cut the lock. Some I said, no, you can't cut my lock. You search warrant from a place, but that can't cut my grill. Well, the one that seems to be in charge was kind of, him say, that's what I tell you, some just cooperate with us. Because, like, a policeman lose him gun. And to my knowledge, what I understand is like, his son have the government gun. So cooperate with us, pull the grill. And them talk to me real kind of nice. I know my son have no gun for them. I pull the grill. And them come in. Them ask my son room, and I point them to my son room, wake him up and them open the door and them go in. About 3 of them go in the room and I'm going there with them. And the rest of police are search all about, and them were in the room with me in and tell me something, look what the rest of police are doing in my house. So I said, no, I forgot look what police are doing in my house. I don't know what them can put in them pocket and carry away, In my son room, we search him room, I'm going to say, what not do? In my son room. Well, them search and search and search till them don't search. Them say, all right, them all carry him.
I just a whole heap of police officer in there, you know. So them ask me what to the policeman gun. So I tell them, say, I don't know nothing about a policeman gun. So them ask me if I mean name Fiber or whatever. And I tell them, say, I don't know no Fiber, my name is Errol Small. And there are you with and a next police officer, them ask me, say, what to Jimmy? Who is Jimmy? So I tell them, I don't know no Jimmy. Them go as far as show me a picture of a man and ask me if I know this man. So I tell them I don't know no Jimmy. Refusing from telling them about the policeman gun, which I really don't know nothing about. All I get is just some box. When I tell them say I don't know nothing about that, them box me in my face. I have the handcuff on me and when I put one hand over the ears, yeah, I get a box in the next ears. So I hold my ears so now, my 2 years, and while the police them attack, I really not hear what them say. Because them box me in my 2 years, them ears a ring. So I have to tell them, say, you wait. You know, I've got to just kill me now, you know, because I really don't know what I talk about. I can't tell you something when I really don't know about. If I tell you, I tell you a lie. And while I refuse and tell them what they want to hear, I just barely me get. When I time I have one of them slippers here, and them hold up my foot so now because them box me and all my stairs. So animal lick me under my foot with a board button under the slippers bottom. So I did it till me shed a little tears and thing and then place my background on the cell block. Me here, Mr. Youth, I tell them, say, line up a team for look more. Put me back on the cell block. When I go up on the cell block, some youth in my cell ask me if them beat me a while ago. I say, yeah, man, them give me some box. And the man say, I pay a fingerprint in my face to the hard box so the police them give me. And while telling him this, tears are come out of my eye because I really don't know nothing about a policeman gun. I just get bail. Monday and Friday, them come lock me up again and have me behind bars again and ask me about policeman gun. So I tell my father, I said, the only thing you can do for me right now is get me a lawyer. And what I can do for them police, I can't tell them nothing because if me really know something about the policeman gun, maybe I would have tell you no. But I can't tell you something what I don't know about.
So now persons who are detained without charge, they have the right to ask for habeas corpus. And habeas corpus is an order that is brought before the court to say that you want to be brought before the court for the judge to review your illegal detention. Because the minute you are detained for 25 hours without charge, the 25th hour is the legal detention. And if you go back to our constitution as well, it states in section 14 that if a person is deprived of his liberty, he shall only be kept in custody if it is necessary. So that means unless sufficient cause can be shown why he should be in custody, he should be released.
What's the type of father of me is? A police try to charge my youth them for things that them not know about, things that them not do. You understand? And if it was like the layback father with the stage, and I say, well, to hell with it and watch them. Them that just gone to the dogs. I know that happened to a lot. A poor innocent youth out the street. But nobody for really stand up for them. And the system does. Throw it at them.
So we can't start to prejudge and sentence persons. And that's one of the reasons why we are very concerned as Jamaicans for justice with the conditions of police lockups.